My friends, we are witnessing nothing less than CNN's most humiliating moment. In this video, we're going to take a look at the most unhinged responses to President Trump's COVID diagnosis, the most hysterical rants accompanying his triumphal return to the White House, and why in the end CNN has become unquestionably the most embarrassing former news network on television. You are not going to want to miss this. Greetings, everyone, patrons all across the globe. Dr. Steve here with you. Great to be with you as always. If this is your first time here on this channel, a very warm welcome to you. We post 2 videos a day analyzing current events and live some super awesome conservative trends so we can all live in the present in light of even better things to come. So if you haven't already done so, you know what to do. Make sure to smack that bell and that subscribe button. We would love to have you as a regular part of our channel where each and every day we together celebrate the inevitable collapse of left-wing globalism, collapsing like CNN's integrity, and the unstoppable rise of a new conservative age. Before we dive in here, have you seen gold and silver prices lately? Gold recently made history. It hit a record high of over $2,000 an ounce, and the billionaire Thomas Kaplan predicts that we're not far from gold getting to $5,000 an ounce. Now, if you're sick of low returns and volatility from the market, you know, it's time to look at gold and silver. And that's where our good friends over at Noble Gold come in. There's just never been a better time to start a gold or silver IRA in your portfolio. And the amazing staff over at Noble Gold are ready to help you in any way that they can. If that's not incentive enough, Noble Gold is gifting a 1/10 ounce solid gold American Eagle proof coin like this one with every qualifying IRA or 401k rollover going through in October. So do not wait. Click on that link below or visit their website at noblegoldinvestments.com. Give them a call at 877-646-5347. Make sure to mention my name, Dr. Steve Turley, and let's ride that gold wave together. All right, gang, let's dive right in here. Look, if you've ever doubted, if you were even the slightest bit skeptical about CNN being a shill network for all things leftist and liberal, if you've ever been hesitant at seeing CNN as nothing more than a propaganda wing of the Democrat Party, their collective reaction to President Trump's COVID diagnosis and effective treatment should immediately dispel all doubt. Now, if this doesn't convince you, if this video here does not convince you that CNN is literally nothing more than a propaganda machine for all things left-wing and liberal, gang, there's just, I can't do anything for you. There's no cure for you. And that's because, as it turns out, President Trump's victory over the coronavirus is turning out to be CNN's most humiliating moment ever. It's hard to know where to start, but I'm always biased when it comes to Chris Fredo Cuomo, right? Chris Fredo Cuomo's outraged today. And do you know why that is? He always seems outraged, of course. But today he's particularly outraged. And do you know why? Because of this. Take a look.
There he is, hair blown majestically, reshooting the scene for his own ad. I hold rallies, and I tell you to ignore masks, and I rip mine off as I vanquish the virus because I am a leader. Fear not, COVID. What a bunch of bullshit. Going back to the White House, if you want to know the reality, the truth, okay? The virus is the truth. You've got a president who is a drunk driver who is pushing others to drive drunk. That's what he is. Do I want to see a drunk driver get hurt? Hell no. But I worry more about the people he hits. And I love seeing him do that victory lap in that limo. Thank God. You know why? I knew that meant he has to be okay. Not the people who were in there with him, PPE up to their nose. Now they got a quarantine. He doesn't give a damn. And now I don't have to feign any extra measure of compassion. Because he went out there, whatever happens now is on him. The White House is a cluster. He returned to a cluster and took his mask off. That is COVIDiocy. He's a COVIDiot. You're disrespecting the president. No, he disrespected the presidency.
Oh, man, the righteous anger. It's almost like the president just called him Fredo, which we now all know is like the N-word for Italians. Thank you, Chris Fredo Cuomo, for informing us of that. That's right. He is so righteously livid. He's so righteously livid. Fredo doesn't even have to pretend that he gives a rip about President Trump anymore. Just one problem. As many have noted, just one. Chris Cuomo, the self-anointed defender of all COVID victims, seems to have forgotten that he himself was caught red-handed breaking his quarantine when he was COVID positive. Do you remember this? We now know that Cuomo broke his own self-isolation because it turned out that Fredo had an altercation with a biker near his home in the East Hamptons on Easter Sunday. Oh, but that's nothing. Not only did Cuomo break quarantine without a face mask, mind you, not only that, but then he literally staged his official emergence from the basement when the quarantine was over, with him reuniting with his family and the like, and he was like, this is my official re-entry from the basement. And he went on to say, this is what I've been dreaming about literally for weeks. This is the dream, man, just to be back up here doing normal things. It was all a lie. It was a total lie. We now know not only was he with his family when he broke his quarantine weeks earlier, but we also know, and this according to the liberal rag, the New Yorker's Intelligencer, we know that he had already been out of his basement and upstairs with his family for at least a week prior to that. So that's why they were kind of hesitant to hug him when he came back upstairs. They're all like, we've already been seeing you for the last week. So this is beyond hypocrisy at this point. Fredo isn't just a hypocrite, okay? His pathetic virtue signaling and his feigned outrage over President Trump, it just makes him a completely phony, discredited charlatan at this point. But Cuomo's just the tip of the iceberg with regard to the embodied embarrassment that CNN has become. Let's go over to Carl Bernstein and his latest rant. Bernstein is what we call a veteran journalist, which is another term for an official gatekeeper of the swamp. He is a swamp creature par excellence. Here's what he had to say about President Trump. Trump's response to COVID, according to Bernstein, has been, and I kid you not, and I quote him, Trump's response has been homicidal negligence. President Trump, according to CNN, is now guilty of homicidal negligence. He has put his interests of re-election in front of the health and well-being of the American people. This, again, according to a veteran journalist, Carl Marx Bernstein. I think the Media Research Center Vice President Brent Baker responded best to this absurdity. He said, quote, this kind of a simplistic and overwrought accusation is why President Trump has been so successful at tagging the press corps as fake news. Bernstein's first instinct was to employ hyperbolic language to blame Trump based on symbolism conveyed by Trump, not any specific preventative policies he inhibited. Bernstein's statement doesn't have a shred of journalistic or factual integrity. He just said it because it resonates with the left-wing activists disguised as journalists at CNN and with their fledgling and dwindling audience. But Bernstein's homicidal rantings did not go unmatched. No. He wasn't alone in accusing Trump of actually causing people to die. But first, we got a great gift for you. It's called our Fake News Antidote. Boy, do we ever need that. It's a compilation of about 20 sites that I go to for my news each and every day, and you can download it completely free at the link down below in the pinned comments section. I think you're going to absolutely love it. If you're looking for alternative news sources that celebrate rather than denigrate the rise of a new conservative age all over the world, these are your list of your go-to sites that you'll definitely enjoy. And they're yours absolutely free by clicking on the link below. It is my gift to you. All right, so if you thought Bernstein was the only unhinged leftist accusing Trump of killing people on CNN, guess again. We've got John Berman of CNN's New Day, who went so far as to demand his producer stop the video of the president ripping his mask off, and you won't believe the reason. Watch this.
This morning, the fact is, denial won't help you. Makeup won't help you. And based on what we've just heard and seen, the president won't help you. Now, masks will help you. But the president made a grand theatrical gesture of whipping his off at his Sunset Boulevard return to the White House.
A reckless return to the White House for President Trump. While likely contagious, Trump still removing his mask on the White House balcony to pose for photos in his highly produced homecoming before going inside.
The only thing I heard was one of the tweets saying that, don't be so concerned about all this, essentially. There's a lot to be concerned about. 210,000 people have died.
The president, in that Sunset Boulevard gesture, whipped his mask off in front of the American people on the nightly news last night. So, as a doctor whose job it is, take it off. Please, don't even put it on the screen. Please take it off. Because that's going to kill people.
That's going to kill people. Take that off of me. Take it off. No, not your mask. No, you idiot. The video. Take off the video immediately. Right now, people are going to die. People are going to die because of this. Shut it down. I mean, this really is CNN's most humiliating moment. There's just no way around this. I mean, have you ever come across more sniveling, snarky coverage of a public figure like what you get from these leftist activists who never left high school? I bet they still write disparaging comments about Trump on the bathroom stalls at CNN. I mean, they've lost any and all pretenses to any semblance of professionalism. Finally, Alison Camerota, again of CNN's Newsday, seemed to gleefully revel in the fact that President Trump's insults on the health of others has come back to bite him. Take a look at this.
Sleepy, unsteady, senile, weak. Those are just some of President Trump's favorite insults about the health of his opponents. But now he's the one who's sick. John Avlon is here with a reality check. So now what, John?
Well, Allie, look, there's never been a president felled by a serious illness so close to an election, with Trump now saying that we should take this disease seriously because after 210,000 American deaths, it has affected him personally. Now, we all wish the president and everyone in the White House COVID outbreak a speedy recovery. But it's a karmic twist because Trump has deployed the politics of sickness in this campaign and the last, trying to stir rumors that his Democratic opponents were seriously ill.
So, what do you know? It's karma. It's karma. This was not a president who, like millions of others, got sick with COVID. No. When it comes to this president, this is karma because he didn't care about COVID or anyone else except himself up to this point. No journalistic integrity, no facticity, nothing. Just more rhetorical nonsense brought to you by what is now unquestionably the most embarrassing former news network on television. Now, before you go, make sure to like this video, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. And you will definitely want to check out my latest video. I just uploaded it on how a new migrant caravan headed to the United States border has been effectively stopped by President Trump as the liberal media finally admit the undeniable success of Trump's border wall. You're not going to want to miss that. So make sure to click on the link, and I'll see you over there. God bless.